Yeah, it was packed. I thought it
It's
would.
already like 7 hours. That's why.
The opinions expressed are those of the show's host and not the staff or management of Port St. Lucie
I'm 6 minutes into
Broadcasters.
my show,
Any
and we
reproduction
can't
without
jump out.
written consent of
Just gotta kind
WSTU
of rectify
and
that.
WPSL
Can you
is
hear me?
strictly prohibited. Now it's time
You
for
know what I'm saying,
Quality of
Kevin?
Life
Kevin,
Radio,
Evan.
brought to you by
One minute.
Cigna and Aetna Medicare. Here are your hosts, Gary Owen and Tom
Do we
Bouvier.
go for a full 30 minutes?
Hello and good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in on this extraordinary, wet, gloomy Tuesday morning, April 11th. And thank you for tuning in on the world famous Quality of Life radio show. My name is Gary Owen. I'm your host. I'm the president of Owen Insurance Group.
And I'm your co-host today, Tom Bouvier.
And he is our field manager, one of our field manager extraordinaires. And by the way, we are streaming live right here in our office, right behind Key West Diner. So we're at 1611 Northwest Federal Highway in North Stewart. And we're also broadcasting live on WSTU 1450 AM, as well as WPSL 1590 AM. And on Facebook Live. So thanks for bringing yourselves to our show and into our studio. So today we're going to be talking about your retirement. But Tom, our half-hour show is chock full of great information every Tuesday.
Gary, it certainly is. We try to have fun as well, but we share our knowledge. We present information about important insurance solutions. Many of the pitfalls to avoid, we alert you to those pitfalls. We do bring transparency, and Gary, what you and I like to call good old-fashioned straight talk. Absolutely, it's the no BS zone.
That's right.
This is information, relevant information that will actually help you improve your quality of life, and that's the name of the show, Quality of Life, because it's our mission at Owen Insurance Group to simplify insurance planning so that you can enjoy the stress-free life that you deserve, and that's a life of quality.
You better believe it, and that's something that we're passionate about providing. I mean, it's great that we can help our clients to navigate the complexities of insurance planning. So whether it's life insurance, Medicare, health insurance, group insurance, disability, whatever it might be, we are here to be a resource and to be your guide. There is a quote of the day today that I want to share with everybody, and then we're going to talk real quick about the new CMS final rule. I'm going to talk with Tom because I don't think Tom has seen it yet.
Okay.
Because it just came out last night. But the quote of the day today is pretty meaningful, I think, for so many people. There will be very painful moments in your life that will change your entire world in a matter of minutes. These moments will change you. Let them make you stronger, smarter, and kinder. But don't you go and become someone that you're not. Cry and scream if you must. But then straighten out that crown and keep moving. That's powerful words.
I love it.
So
That's very good.
no matter what happens in your life, keep going. It's a shame to see. I mean, we had a neighbor one street over from us, a young lady that took her own life, which is a shame. I mean, we hear this all the time, and we just don't know. We come across so many people in our lives, and we don't know what they're going through. But there's help, and there's people to talk to. So just remember, straighten that crown out and keep on going. You don't have to take the road alone, and that is our motto. Don't take the road alone. Whether it's
Absolutely.
in life, whether it's related to insurance planning, or whatever it might be. Tom,
Yes.
there is a new 748-page CMS rule that just came out. Did you have a chance to read those pages?
I was sleeping last night, Gary, but it doesn't surprise me that it comes out in the middle of the night. It seems like our government's been
in the dark of the night.
Yes, it seems like that's kind of how they've been operating
And
lately.
here's the shovel, and let's
my goodness.
go ahead and swallow it.
Yeah.
Well, I
Too
know
bad.
that obviously we haven't had a chance to review the CMS ruling. We do know that there are several highlights that affect us, that will affect you, regarding how we do our enrollments and the time frame that we have to do those in. So now the scope of appointment situation now has gone back to 48 hours, meaning that if you are on a Medicare Advantage plan or a Part D drug plan, Tom, what has to happen?
Well, before you meet with a licensed agent to discuss the Medicare Part C or Part D, you must sign what's called a scope of appointment. And in some ways, I guess it's designed to protect consumers because they don't want you meeting with agents and then just trying to get sold on all type of other things that may be. But a scope of appointment says, here's the scope or the parameters of what we're going to talk about. And they have to check it off and sign and date it. And that agent, as of last night, I don't know what the new rules are, but as of last night, an agent would have to keep that for at least 10 years in case they were audited by a Medicare auditor.
So it's more cumbersome, more complicated for us, and hence for our Medicare beneficiaries and our clients as well. But Tom is correct. I mean, the CMS thought process is that it will protect you because there's a cooling day period of 2 days. So that person who's looking to enroll you in a Medicare or a Part D drug plan cannot do it unless you've signed a scope of appointment, and then 2 days later that enrollment process can occur. It's going to be cumbersome, but it is what it is, and the government apparently knows more than we know.
Do we know when it takes effect?
I haven't read it all, but I would imagine it's going to start taking effect this AEP season for 2024. Okay. So probably October. And then also in that, it talks a little bit about managed care. So for those that are on a Medicare Advantage plan, the biggest concerns that most consumers have and the issues that most consumers are having with Medicare Advantage are the networks, of course, but more importantly, the pre-authorization status. So I believe that is being addressed in this final rule. I can't wait to dig into it. And when I have insomnia one night, I'll be cracking that bad boy open and reading it. So keep tuned because we will keep you updated on all the new rules for 2024 that will affect you, our consumer, our clients, our prospective clients. If you're not a client yet, all you got to do is pick up the phone and call
772-210-1020.
That's it. Pick up the phone and give us a call. If you got questions, we can help be your guide. So, Tom, I want to talk a little bit today about retirement. We don't have much time to do this, but I want to ask you, I'm going to ask you some questions and see, because I know you haven't read this because I haven't given this to you. So what is the percentage of Americans that say that they are facing a retirement crisis in the United States?
I would guess 65%.
You're close. Add another 10.
75.
75% of Americans today, are you listening to me, are concerned that this country is facing a retirement crisis. There's some horrific statistics, enlightening statistics that I want to share with everybody. And one of those is that it says this is from Think Advisor, on April 4th, 2023. American workers are worried about their retirement savings, and they're also losing sleep over it as a result. So working Americans 45 and older on average estimate that it will take $1.1 million to retire somewhat comfortably. So Tom, what do you think the percentage of Americans will even have an expectation of reaching the $1.1 million mark, do you think? What percentage of Americans feel that they may have a chance to get there?
I would think, let's say 15%, or 10 to 15%.
21%.
21%.
So
okay.
That's still a high number in my opinion, 21%. Because I was like you, I kind of figured it'd be more like 15% as well.
And I was going to say 20, but then I thought, well, this seemed like a trick question. So
21%.
21%. Okay.
Of Americans
that's 1 out of 5.
To reach, yes.
About.
That's 1 out of 5 that expect that they will reach that $1 million mark when they retire. What is the current retirement age in the United States, Tom?
For full retirement is 67 in regard as far as Social Security.
And what's the earliest they can retire?
62.
There you go. So 62 is the current retirement age. for current workers. And then, of course, Tom is correct. The FRA, or full retirement age, is 67. For those who are
right.
born
Depend on the-
after 1959. There
Yeah.
you go.
That'd be me.
1959. So, so, and of course, it's going to be me as well. I mean, I'm going to be in that category of full retirement age at age 67. Women have smaller retirement savings overall, with an average of $57,000 saved, compared to men who have an average of about $118,000. The median retirement savings for all workers in the United States today is only $97,000. So that is
It's a far
long
cry
way to
from
go.
that 1.1
It
million.
is a far cry indeed
That's
from
about
$1.1
$1 million.
million. And it's scary. 55% of workers plan to work in retirement. They can't afford to retire. 55% plan to work in retirement. I mean, it's not good. It's not good. What's the problem?
Well, in my opinion, I think it all goes back to education and what we instill in our children.
100%.
Schools, in my opinion, should, and I'm not running for school board, but if I were, here's some of the platforms. Life skills, reading, writing, arithmetic, all the ridiculous stuff, throw out the window. Bring back woodworking and shop and learn them how to be mechanics and this and that, but teach them life skills, budgeting, planning, saving, all the things that successful people are doing.
Financial
literacy.
Yes.
Yeah, all that.
We are missing that.
We're
missing that.
And
It should be taught in grade school.
yeah, and the fact that they let their kids on technology and their cell phones and their laptops and all this stuff in class when it's not educational, I just don't get it. Don't get it.
So we see a lot of millennials on the phones, don't we? And Gen Zs. I mean, just nonstop, constantly on the phone.
And in classrooms, they used to ban them in the beginning.
Right.
Now they don't. They gave in.
So we're going to talk about those of you who are Gen Z or millennials, because you need to pay attention. This is going to be a huge impact today in your life. What you do today, right, is going to have a huge impact on your life tomorrow and in your retirement planning process. So 36% of older homeowners spend at least one-third of their income on household, compared to 76% of older renters. Do you know what country, Tom, has the lowest average retirement age in the world at age 49? Move over there.
Probably a Scandinavian country, Sweden or Norway. I don't know.
It's UAE, the United Arab Emirates, is the country that has the lowest retirement age in the world. And then you mentioned Norway. They actually have the highest average retirement age in the world.
Oh, really?
Yes, isn't that amazing? I had never
I'm
expected Norway.
surprised, yeah.
I'm very surprised to
They got to
read
keep
that.
moving. It's so cold up there.
You're not kidding, man. Oh, my Lord.
Sitting around freezing to death.
And then according to the Trans-America Center for Retirement Studies, the median total household retirement savings is, again, around $83,000. And so we'll talk about we want to talk about millennial workers, because that's amazing. So here's millennial workers. First, let's back up to most. Again, we talked about most 59% will not reach that retirement amount that they're looking for. Not even half that amount, $500,000 will not even be saved. And then 30% will have less than $250,000 saved for retirement. That is a far cry from $1 million.
It is.
So millennial workers are in the same boat. Respondents in this age group estimate that it will take about $1.3 million to retire comfortably. However, 49% said they will have less than $500,000 saved, and another 30% with less than $250,000. So again, millennials, you got some time to catch up. How are you spending your money? How are you saving your money? Where are you saving your money? These are important considerations, obviously, but I mean, you've got the time to make up for it. So don't spend, save more as opposed to spend more. But we know that inflation is going up, cost of housing has gone up, so we're in a conundrum. I think people genuinely want to save more, Look at the interest rates on savings accounts today and money market accounts. I mean, my money market account, one of my accounts, is making 4.6% interest. I mean, when's the last time? How many years ago has it been since we saw 4.6% interest rate on savings accounts?
Jimmy Carter's era?
Yeah,
I mean,
right. I mean, that's
yeah, it's been a long time. It's definitely been a long time. We've been making jokes about less than 0.5%, savings in a savings account at a bank for years and years.
0.1%.
Yeah, some ridiculous amount.
So, do you feel that having financial stress hurts your overall health?
I think so, because I think when people are worried and
100%.
concerned about
100%.
money, anxiety, worry, stress, these are things that medically speaking can definitely affect your health.
Yep. So the majority of the millennials and older workers both agree in 2022 that the stock market greatly heightened their anxiety. 50% of millennials and 40% of older workers said they have lost sleep worrying about their financial situation. So there's a huge amount of statistics that I've got here, and I only have so much time to.
Seems like it would be more of the baby boomers because they're closer to retirement age.
That's what I would have thought as well.
I think they already got the gray hair. They're past the word, and they're like,
I know that
screw it, I'm done.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'm going to live on Social Security.
I'm working, and I'm working at Walmart, greeting people.
Exactly.
And there's nothing wrong with that. If you got to do it, hey, I'm of the belief, do what you have to do. Better than sitting around twiddling your thumb.
Exactly.
Yeah, get out there,
exactly
be
right.
active, and make some money if you need to.
So, let's see. How are workers funding retirement? So those that are out there that are saving, how are they saving? What vehicles are they utilizing? So 82% are using self-funded savings for their retirement. 66% are utilizing Social Security. 37% are still working. 26% are using company-funded pension. 18% are considering home equity for their funding their retirement. And then 14% of you who are lucky enough to have an inheritance will rely on your inheritance.
And what about the lottery's not on there? I think that's
And what's the percent of that?
a combination of all of those people. Probably.
No, that's the last. That's the
Yeah,
last.
the
segment.
other
2% other. I mean, that's that'll probably be 0.1% of that one.
Yeah, and not sure how that's going to work out for people, but
Yeah, I'm going to hit the lottery. That's what I'm going to do.
That's it.
So last year, 56% of workers were enrolled in a workplace retirement plan, but 72% had access to retirement benefits.
That's a no-no.
So come on, guys, use your group retirement, your workplace retirement plan, and especially if they're contributing. Why not do that?
Yeah.
The average, this is sad, but the average defined contribution plan balance in the country in Q1 was $126,000, and the average IRA balance was $136,000. According to Fidelity, the average defined contribution, okay, we talked about that. We talked about the percentage of Americans. We talked about the 55%. Again, I want to reiterate, 55% of Americans are way behind on their retirement savings. That's not good. I don't like to see those types of numbers. The median retirement savings for a typical baby boomer is $202,000. So as baby boomers come to us for their Medicare, we're talking about, what have they done for the retirement? Do you have a 401k? How do you have your monies invested? So we'll have that conversation with our clients. So typically $202,000. So they're $800,000 short of where they should be for a comfortable retirement life to have. So 60% of Americans plan to rely only on Social Security as their main source of retirement income. And Tom, do you know what the average monthly Social Security check is?
I was kind of looking at the paper, but
what's the number that comes into your mind?
1,666.
There you go. 1,666 buckaroos
Yeah. Wow.
is your average monthly Social Security benefits. I don't know how far you can go on your Social Security.
No, and of course the average means that's in the middle, so there's some above and some below.
right.
But it's scary to think that that's half of that. Since that's the average, about half of that's below 1,666.
It's horrific, guys.
Yeah.
And the baby boomer has an average mortgage debt of $192,000. It's weird. We hear clients saying, I just bought a new house. I would just talk to one of my clients who now is about 68, so he just bought a new home in St. Lucie West at age 68. So, it's happening. People, I mean, it's the nature of the world that we're living in today. But there is opportunities to have a successful retirement in lifetime. What is the 8th or 9th wonder of the world, Tom?
Compound interest.
Isn't that beautiful? And how does that work?
Just time value. You put a penny in if you start collecting a penny and doubling that every single day at the end of a month, I mean, it's over $1 million. And same thing, if you start young, when's the best time to plant an oak tree? 100 years ago.
Right.
The second best time is today.
Yes.
Start today. So compound interest says that the money will continue to grow in an investment format where it will grow, hopefully not losing. That's the thing. You don't want to lose your money.
Yep.
That's one of Warren Buffett's number one rules is do not lose money. And second rule, refer to number one, do not lose money.
And Warren is over in Japan right now investing more money.
Is he really?
Yes.
Yeah, he could buy the world, it seems.
I think so. And then what is the percentage of Americans today who will need some sort of long-term care before they pass away?
3 out of 4,
That's
Gary.
correct. 77% of respondents.
77%.
Yep, 77%. So really, 3 out of 4 are going to need some sort of long-term care. And those that say that, 76% of them want to remain in their home. They don't want to go to a nursing home.
Absolutely.
So we have solutions for that.
We do.
Affordable solutions for that.
That's right. And the earlier you think about this and get these plans in motion, the less stress you will have as you continue to work and grow and build your income. It's better to live life stress-free, but by having a plan, sticking to the plan, long-term care, maybe fixed annuities or some type of financial plan, start it as early as possible.
It is very cool that you mention fixed indexed annuities because we read the statistics where the average is going to see about $300,000 to $500,000 or maybe $250,000 to $500,000. So what I did was I ran an illustration with a major insurance carrier that does very well with annuities. 4 minutes left, so I'm going to have to blow through this pretty quickly. You hear good, bad about annuities, and some people say, stay away from annuities. Some people say, go with annuities. So what do you believe? So, we want to be transparent. We're always going to be transparent with you. I mean, there are pros and cons. The pros, as Tom mentioned, it's compounding interest, and it's lifetime income. You'll never outlive your income with a fixed indexed annuity. The problem is that you will have a surrender charge. So if you get into annuity today, and typically most have up to a 7-year surrender charge. So if you take your money out before that, you're going to have a penalty to pay.
It's got to be long-term thinking here.
That's correct. So, but you can take between 7 and 10% of your money out per year penalty-free. So I don't really see a problem. And looking at the most recent 12 years of growth in the economy, we're looking at 11.83%, right?
That's nice.
So 3 minutes left. So bypassing, just so everyone knows what fixed indexed annuities can provide. It number one, provides principal protection. Unlike stock market, where you have all your monies in equities, you have the potential of losing that, right? So in my opinion, when you are retiring and close to retirement, it's one thing to build your nest egg. It's another thing once you retire to protect your nest egg, and you can do that with fixed indexed annuities. I'm not suggesting you put all your entire money into a fixed indexed annuity, no. But you have different buckets to put the money in. But it provides principal protection. It provides index-linked interest earnings, tax-deferred earnings, death benefit protection, access to your money. So again, these are important things. And if you invest in a fixed indexed annuity and you want to take it out and it's before age 60, like 59 and a half, you'll have a penalty to pay for that. So yes, there are issues that you have to be concerned about. But I personally have an annuity. I have a fixed indexed annuity.
I do too.
In addition to my retirement account, in addition to my Roth IRA, different buckets of money in addition to my money market account, right?
Smart man.
Smart man. You gotta be able to do this stuff. So just to get on a $300,000 annuity, if you took it out at age 87, it'd be worth $1.9 million. But I want to show you real quick.
Nice.
if you were to annuitize it, let's say at age 67, you dump in $300,000. At age 72, you want to, that's 5 years later, you want to start taking money, you'll get 5.9% lifetime payout based on $530,000 of your income benefit base. So you're looking at a $31,000 a year lifetime income. If you delay that another 2 years at age 76, then your monthly income would be based on $720,000 income base amount, and then that equates to $44,000 a year of lifetime income that you can never die from, right? So, I mean, you can never outlive $44,000 a year. So again, annuities have their place. Are they for everybody? Maybe not. But it doesn't mean that annuities are bad because you hear it on the radio and you hear it on TV, because they want to take your money and invest it, and you have the potential to lose it. They tell you that they don't charge you, that you will earn, they will earn money if you earn money, but they don't tell you that if you lose money, that they lose money, because they don't. So think about a fixed indexed annuity, and we're here to provide any support or answer any questions you have on that. So the time is up already, so we want to say thank you for joining us this morning. We appreciate it. We hope that you enjoyed the show. Share us with your friends, your family, your neighbors, and remember, oh, and by the way, stay tuned, because coming up next is the Brian Kilmeade Show. Then we're signing off, so let us say that stay safe, keep healthy, be happy, and enjoy your quality of life.